It's built on a rear-wheel drive bias platform. Obviously this one has all-wheel drive. It has a 300 horsepower turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, seating for your whole family with third row. Hi, this is Joe from Way Scarff Ford, and today we're talking about this awesome 2025 Ford Explorer Active. Let's dive in. The Active trim level is one of the entry-level trim levels in the Explorer Grade Walk, but don't let entry-level steer you away. It's still very well equipped with features, a lot of standard equipment. The Explorer is more of an upscale vehicle for Ford's product line, so this one is nicely equipped with features. If you're looking for a family crossover or third row seating, the Ford Explorer is well worth a look for many reasons. If you like performance driving, obviously that's not the first thing you think about when buying a family three-row SUV, but Ford has really went to great lengths to make sure that the Explorer is fun to drive as possible. You know, they also use these as police interceptors, so there's probably some logic behind why Ford switched to a rear-wheel drive platform. When the Ford Explorer had its first major design, it lost its body and frame platform, it lost its truck-based platform, and they went to a car-based unibody architecture, which made a lot of sense because everyone else seemed to be going that direction with their crossovers. With car-like construction, it got better fuel efficiency, it was lighter, it handled and drove better than a heavy truck frame vehicle. But having a front-wheel drive bias, you know, they were all-wheel drive, but having that front-wheel drive bias and a transverse engine configuration, it made it nose heavy, and it made it a little bit less entertaining. When you drive a front-wheel drive vehicle, performance drive a front-wheel drive vehicle, it's not as rewarding when you have the front wheels primarily giving power. Obviously, when you get all-wheel drive, it can be all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, but the primary drive units on the first generation of this redesigned Explorer were front-wheel drive, and then power as needed to the rear wheels, so the front wheels did most of the work. Luckily, Ford went back to the drawing board and they said, hey, we can make this better. So they switched to a rear-wheel drive platform. Versus having it next to the transmission in a front-wheel drive model, they made it less nose heavy and it made it better balanced, and now the primary drive units are the rear wheels. That's, you know, generally better for balance and handling. Most sports cars, most race cars are usually rear-wheel drive for good reason, because it's better for performance and handling. I'm sure a lot of law enforcement, that was a welcome addition too, especially when they're in pursuit of a fast-driving car. But for us regular folk who enjoy performance driving and you need to get a three-row crossover, it also translated into better driving dynamics. Okay, that's my long-winded spiel about the magic of Ford's decision to go back to a rear-wheel drive platform, which, you know, I think most people who look at an Explorer might not look at it as an important point, or when you're comparing it to other vehicles that the Explorer competes with, a lot of those are based on front-wheel drive platforms with all-wheel drive, like the Honda Pilot, the Toyota Highlander, the GMC Acadia, all are based on front-wheel drive platforms. So the Explorer, I think, in that aspect, has a significant edge with its rear-wheel drive bias platform. This has a nice synthetic leather interior, big panoramic roof to allow lots of natural light inside, and if it gets too bright out, which unfortunately is not happening today, you have a power sunshade to dim things down. Nice aluminum trim. We have synthetic leather and contrast stitching on the dashboard. Very nice upscale interior. Ford did a great job. We have a nice rubber mat here so you can place things, maybe your phone or something like that. It won't slide around all over the place. Storage abounds everywhere. Underneath here you have more storage. You have USB-C connectivity. We have this rotary dial right here to access the 10-speed automatic transmission. Pretty straightforward. Park, reverse, neutral, drive, and low range. Huge screen for the infotainment system. It's updated with Google Maps. Google makes excellent automotive software. It's nice to see that immigrate into the Explorer. Also fantastic parking cameras as well as parking sensors for great situational awareness. This has heated seats, heated steering wheel. Feels very nice. Nice leather up steering wheel. We have this nice contrast stitching as well. Completely digital gauge cluster. You can see here we have the Google Maps also projected onto the gauge cluster. So you don't have to look around as much to see, navigate to where you're going to. Beautiful color combination on black. This has a nice 20-inch wheel and tire package. Really nice prominent front end styling of that big grille. Kind of follows that design theme we see throughout the Ford product line. Very nice looking vehicle indeed. A little bit more of an aggressive look. Another happy dividend of owning an Explorer, especially a black one like this. Lots of law enforcement drive it. So if you're driving down the left-hand lane and you want people to get out of the way, they have a tendency to get out of the way when they see this big grill in their rearview mirror because they might think you're a police officer. Powerful turbocharged engine, 300 horsepower. You can get a larger V6, but with 300 horsepower, this thing goes 0 to 60 in 6 seconds. Plenty of get up and go. Also pretty fuel efficient. You get right around 27 miles per gallon on the highway, average right around 23 miles per gallon. Nice, spacious second row accommodations, making this an excellent family vehicle. Plenty of space in those front seats. I'm 6'2". I had that front seat adjusted for my height. Look how much space I have back here. Plenty of leg room, plenty of headroom. Great place to be. We have rear climate control, USB connectivity, as well as a 12-volt outlet. This panel roof also benefits the second row occupants, allowing more ambient light to come in, especially in our overcast climate. Having that glass roof panel really makes a big difference. It really elevates your mood, makes it feel a bit better, just having a little bit extra sunlight. It's good for you, you know. And of course we have third row seating. You know, it's not as comfortable as the second row, but not too bad for full-size adults. Perfect for kids. Nice styling on the rear. We have a tow hitch on this one. Power rear liftgate. Lots of cargo space, extra storage on the sides. Easy to fold the second and third row seats down, turning into a cargo van for those big Costco or IKEA trips. We have nice integrated tie downs throughout as well. Well, there you have it, a beautiful example of a 2025 brand new Ford Explorer Active. Way Scarff Ford has been in business for over 100 years, serving our local community in Auburn, Washington. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned Ford or pre-owned vehicle in general, we have all sorts of pre-owned vehicles. We also sell Isuzu commercial trucks as well as Ford commercial trucks. We have so many great vehicles here. Thanks for taking the time today to watch this video, and hope to see you soon.